Hello and welcome to the TES Secondary Maths Resource of the Week number 6 with me, Craig Barton. Now I've good news and I've bad news. The bad news is that the summer holidays are well and truly over. So it's goodbye to those lie-ins and those lazy days, and in their place comes the return to school with kids marking, levels, meetings, planning and all that kind of stuff. But fear not, because the good news is that the start of the academic year marks the return of the TES Maths Resource of the Week. And each week I'll be here with a brand new hand-picked resource that's caught my eye, that's been uploaded by the kind, generous and incredibly talented users of the TES Maths website. Does that make up for the end of summer? Well, if the resources continue to be the same quality as this one, then we're in for an absolute treat this year. Here it is, Maths Group Challenge Puzzle Sheets. Now, the first thing that caught my eye here is how many people have actually downloaded this resource, 10,000. And I must confess, I'm not one of them. And I like to think I've got a fairly good knowledge of the resources on TES Maths. But this one has completely passed me by until Jess Ballard pointed it out to me. And I'll talk more about how she pointed it out a little bit later on. But as soon as I saw this, I fell in love with it because it's absolutely ideal. Because I think it's so important at the start of the new academic year that you get your classes off to the right kind of start. And I've got this absolutely delightful Year 11 class and I absolutely love them to bits, but I'd be very surprised if over the last 6 weeks they've spent any time adding fractions or factorising quadratics or anything like that. So I want to dust away the summer cobwebs and get them focused because this is their most important year for maths. And these group challenge sheets are exactly how I'm going to start the year. So let's have a look at them. There's 5 of them and they all come in nice little PDFs. And they look like this. Each one contains one A4 sheet of questions, but they're not your usual GCSE questions. They're fun, challenging, engaging puzzles. So I like this one here. From the clues below, work out the number that fits into the boxes. All digits are different. The first digit is odd and larger than the third, and so on. And there's a whole selection of these. And then what's particularly nice, especially for me, who's may need to dust off a few summer cobwebs myself, is that the answers are provided as well. So I was thinking, what am I going to do with these? Well, there are 5 of them. So the first lesson back, I'm going to get the kids into groups, probably groups of 4 or groups of 5, and I'm going to give each of them one of these sheets. And I'm going to get them working on trying to solve them. Maybe give them 15 minutes on each sheet, something like that. Maybe half an hour if it's going particularly well. And the thing is, the kind of questions that they're being asked are not the kind of questions probably that they're going to get in the GCSE. But I don't mind that because these questions do 2 really important things for me. The first is that they challenge the students to read and interpret the question. There's a lot going on in these questions and the kids have to pick out the key words and figure out exactly what the question's asking, which is something that I find students of all ages and abilities really struggle with, and mine could certainly do with the practice. And the second most important thing is that they get the kids discussing. And I'm such a great believer in kids discussing mathematics with each other and learning from each other and sharing ideas with each other. So I want the kids working together in groups on these, interpreting, discussing and trying to solve, and also having fun and being engaged in their mathematics. And I think this will kind of get the year off to the right start, get them focused, get them engaged, and then we can start working our way through the GCSE content. So an absolutely phenomenal resource there that's been kindly uploaded by Chris Smith. And I mentioned at the start that I hadn't seen this resource before, and I feel really bad about that. But it was pointed out to me by one of my brand new TES Maths panel members, Jess Ballard, because I asked her to put together a top 10 back to school resource collection. And you can find that collection on the TES Maths blog, and I'd strongly recommend checking it out. If you Google TES Maths blog and give it a little click, and you click on the top link there, it'll take you to the Maths blog page, and here you'll find loads of interesting stuff. You'll find all my podcasts, all the links to the resources in podcasts. You'll find guest blogs. For example, I've just one there on homework ideas, which is absolutely fantastic, using dartboards in the maths classroom. But every 2 weeks I'm going to release one of these brand new topic special collections, and there's the first one, the Back to School Maths collection. And if you give that a little click, you'll find 10 hand-picked resources that are ideal for those first few weeks back at school that Jess has picked out. And somewhere amidst there it is, number 2, Maths Group Challenge puzzle sheets. And there's a load of other gems there that I hadn't come across as well. So they are worth checking out for those first few weeks. So there it is. I hope you found that useful, and if you have any ideas of how you could use these sheets, or you want to share your thoughts, or even just to say thanks to Chris for uploading it, please share them in the comments section below, and I will be back with a brand new TES Resource of the Week next week, and I hope you survive your first week back. Take care, and bye for now.